not just Italian Star Deli, we are everything Star Deli.
An assortment of meats and cheeses, and people lose their mind. They don't know what's on it, and they go crazy for it.
We got a little bit of height going on there, and we haven't reached the top yet, but soon. My name is Carlo Giambattista. I am the co-owner in Italian Star Deli with my wife Heather Giambattista, Gino Giambattista, and Marina Giambattista. We are a deli in Regina, Saskatchewan of 56 plus years.
Take two. That's what I mean. I literally shut down in front of this. Okay, my name is Heather Giambattista. I am Carlo Giambattista's wife. I retired from a government position in Regina here after 30 years, and then I started at Italian Star Deli for the last 7 years now.
I'm Marina Giambattista, and I own, manage, work in the Italian Star Deli.
I'm Gino Francesco Giambattista. I work at the Italian Star Deli. I've been there since I was 13 years old, and I run the money and the stock.
The 30 years that I worked outside the deli, I did work in the evenings at home processing data entry for the accountants and that kind of work. And then after I retired, then I started working full-time with Italian Star Deli, and it's just what I thoroughly enjoy. I'm with my family.
As a young boy, I always thought I was going to be working at the deli with my dad until we both died at the same time in a plane crash or something, and now I am forever. And now people who've been there for 13 plus years, they call me boss. I remember I had a cough. I was really excited. I was so stoked. But I woke up like, I'm a little sick. And I was like, Dad, I can't wait for work. And he said, you're not coming to work. And I think I cried. No, I cried. I know I cried. Because I wanted to go to work so bad. And now I wake up and I cry because I gotta go to work. So it's funny how life is like that. But I cry for happiness.
Carlo! Here we go, the guy, Carlo.
Oh my gosh, it's too much. I became involved with the deli work-wise, I think I was 10 or 11 years old. But I mean, ideally, I've been at the Italian Star Deli since I was a child in the back room annoying my dad, up until I started having espressos and then really annoying my dad running up and down the aisles. So that's considered work, right? I like it, it's fun, I can be creative, I can be my own boss, but I'm still under my dad who's bossing me around. It was pretty good, we get along. And that's when I would say 2022 is when I felt like I really wanted to be involved. Our Italian Star sandwiches are our staple sandwich. We have mortadella, Genoa salami, smoky salami, capicolo ham, and our in-house made Gina's pepperoni. So that is the staple for the meat, but people can pick whatever they want. That's just the most popular. We put provolone cheese in it, Italian dressing, mustard, and then all the fixings that they like.
If you're going anywhere in Italy or anywhere that has an Italian theme, that's not an Italian panino what we have. What we have is very much our adaptation of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, on the focaccia bread, which is very soft. And as a traditional Italian panino, it's like a firm bread, and it doesn't have mustard and stuff like this. It's just like prosciutto cotto or prosciutto. It's very simple. We jazz it up a lot, man. So our bread is a double marble rye for one of the choices of bread. Our focaccia, fresh every day, as well as the marble. We put our dressings on there. We put our olive oils. We make our own La Bamba hot sauce. So That's the kick that's in there. Our meats are mortadella, capicolo, Genoa, our Italian pepperoni that's made for us in-house from our good friends at Butcher Boy on Park Street.
And was I around for the cusp of the demand? I guess you can say I was. We went from making maybe 50 sandwiches a day to making 100 sandwiches a day to making now over 250 sandwiches a day as a starting standard. And that's not including all the customs that come in.
It's been my whole life of people mentioning sandwiches to me and how good the deli is, which is really humbling and nice, but it's become normal. An assortment of meats and cheeses, and people lose their mind. They don't know what's on it, and they go crazy for it. And I love it.
That's a big part of our business, so we're thankful for the people for being hungry, and people are still eating carbs. Thank you.
Turn it back.
So some of the lesser known things there is our soup, of course. Heather makes it, a lot of them. We have a nice smoked turkey vegetable, beef barley, tomato bisque, and you know, it's always good to get a soup sandwich combo. You know, adds to the sandwich a little bit.
We try to bring in items into the deli that aren't readily available anywhere else in the city. They're available everywhere else, bigger cities, whatnot. So some of the higher end olive oils, balsamic vinegars. There was a time when you could only get prosciutto at our place, and we were the only one that carried prosciutto because back then, you know, nobody was having prosciutto. It was more for the ethnic people that knew of it.
Regina, Greek pastas. The Greeks love it, and Canadians too. It's sweet and sour. I honestly don't know what it is, but it looks really good.
We're not just Italian Star Deli, we are everything Star Deli. So we have South African products, we have Balkan products, Greek product, we have Spanish product, Hungarian product. We have a lot of diversity in our store, and we just want to keep growing that.
And all of a sudden we had the South Africans come by, and they said, "Get me some biltong and drolwos." And I said, "What are you saying to me?" So then we start getting the biltong and drolwos and all the South African goodies. Amazing food. And the Greek stuff. The Greeks have been around forever, but we always have their food. Greeks and Italians, una fazza, una razza. Same face, different race, I think it means.
Our deli, we have a very wide variety of meats and cheeses, again, all over the world. So we have it from Italy, from Spain. We have a nice truffle salami from Italy. Once you slice that truffle salami, you can smell the truffle. It's not just like a, truffle. It's truffle. For cheeses, provolone. We have dolce, we have picante, mild and hot. We have a good selection. I think over 150 cheeses.
We are making Sicilian cannolis. Mascarpone, ricotta, some chocolate chips,
Pistachios, cinnamon.
Cinnamon, just a really nice mixture of goodness, dipped in chocolate chips and crushed pistachios. So with Carlo and his mom Gina's help, we spent many months studying cannoli recipes. What is a good recipe that people are going to love and go, this is a true cannoli? So it took many months of investigating this recipe and then experimenting. So I'd make a batch and make a batch and make a batch. And Carlo and his mom would taste it because they know what they want in the store for a good quality cannoli. And we made it work. Now we have a perfect cannoli. We probably go through, would have to talk to Gino, but I'm thinking probably anywhere from 100 to 200 a week. Sometimes you can't get enough in stock, you can't make them fast enough, and the next time they want something different that day, you know?
It took about a year to create the recipe, perfection, and a year to get people hooked on everything.
We worked hard on getting just the right recipe that suited us. So you try out all these recipes, lots of different experimenting, add your variation, and voila, you come up with masterpieces that we're proud of.
Every shell is hand dipped with chocolate. It's a big process.
Hi, Heather McBain. I make your cannoli. What's for dinner? Cannoli.
My parents' motivation to come from Italy to Canada, my dad came first, and that was that big exodus at that time, so people were leaving. You know, obviously, opportunity was there, and they always go where somebody was first planted. So that train from Halifax to Regina was because of somebody came here first, and then they started bringing everybody else over. So my dad came in '57. It's too bad sometimes they couldn't go a little further west. If you like the mountains, you could have that, but they stayed here. My mom came a year later and cried for a whole year because it was snow up to there and a different feeling. So they did that just to get a better life, worked in, you know, different businesses all along the way, and my dad worked with the city of Regina for 30-some years. But along the way, they always had the entrepreneurial spirit.
Frank and Gina, Carlo's parents, are amazing people. They're stand-by-you people. They're there to help you in every way they can. They have very good hearts. They're very generous people emotionally and just everything support. They're there for you. And if you've ever met them, you can't help but love them. Like, his mother is just a beautiful woman.
I remember walking with my dad to the deli and looking at that place, not thinking that this is going to be the next 50 years of my life. So my mom took that business and rode that business hard like a wild stallion, man. She didn't know math, she didn't know nothing. So she came in there not understanding anything. She couldn't speak English. That lady's a champ. We were like your corner confectionery. That's what we did, selling bread and this and that. So we've grown quite a bit in that time. So that history is from '66 to where we are presently right now, 3 generations.
I hope our kids are still having a great time, and maybe if we're fortunate enough, their kids will also be involved in the business to make it a 4th generation.
This mural over here was from the concept of a brilliant local Regina artist named David Loran. The storyline for this mural was my parents as they came into Canada. That's the picture that they have when they came into Canada in 1957. So we took the timeline from my parents, Frank and Gina Giambattista. The panoramic view that you see there is their village from where they come from in Italy, Vinciaturo, which is in Campobasso. So that's '57, so it just shows the timeline here as we go on here.
David Loran, the guy who made the mural, amazing artist. That thing will stay forever. It's a staple to the block. People see it, they know what's going on. It shows my grandparents when they're young, grandparents when they're old. It's beautiful. It's not going down anytime soon. And if the building comes down, we're taking the siding with us. Growing up in an Italian family is very loud and a lot of spaghetti. The stereotypes you see on TV are true. Carbs, wine, and what are you doing? And that's pretty much how it is.
Marrying into an Italian family was culture shock for me. They're very loud. They're very emotional. There's lots going on. I feel overstimulated sometimes. But after all these years, I've gotten very used to it, and I absolutely love it. It's amazing. They're very heartfelt people. They care about each other. They're there to help you.
To put it in words, everyone's just your friend. We're all just, we walk into a room, we talk, we chat, we get to know each other again and again. We're all just family.
We have a tremendous amount of fun working together. Marina and I are the quiet ones. Gino and Carlo are crazy.
Give me a kiss. Yeah, get a kiss. Grab my ass. Yeah, that's that, girl.
Mine.
You like that? You like that?
Whoa! You know what I'm saying? This is the dark side of the video. If you're gonna see what we gotta do down here, man, I gotta count some stuff. This is one of the back.
Did you see what he was doing? they're the life of the party, and so it's a very good balance because Marina and I just relax, where Carlo and Gino can just take a situation and run with it, and everybody's laughing by the time they're done with them. And it's great, yes. The building we're in is quite old, and we're growing fast customer-wise.
And we knew we needed to get more space, and my wife saying, listen, we got to do that. So we look at each other and go, I know we got to do this, we'll break this down, we'll do this. We just didn't want to, I just didn't want to tackle it right away because I just knew what it was going to be involved in. So did she. And
it was mainly for the success of the business and also for Gino and I in our future, for something else that we can grow forward.
Because where we're at now, they couldn't continue on for another 50 years like Carlo and his mom has in this business. Because Carlo and I won't be here forever with them. So we want to make sure they're taken care of and things are good for them.
At the end of the day, we all know it's a good thing, but just to sit there and start at that tip, at that base of that mountain, you go, geez, man. But now we got a little bit of hike going on there, and we haven't reached the top yet, but soon.
Working with the contracting crew for the build has been very easy. Ferrantes are amazing. They know their stuff. They are very good people. They take care of us.
First of all, they were friends before we were, I guess, business partners. So it doesn't feel like too businessy. It feels like we're just friends talking about our future.
Yeah, when they came in to see us about 2 years ago, it was just like, we want you to do it. It wasn't like, oh, we're shopping different contractors. We just want you to do it because we know that you're gonna be the best company, friends, you know, for this job. So what's fantastic about this space, it's gonna only be able to allow their operations to grow, to create new products, to even be able to host functions if they want. Every time I see Marina, I'm like, hey Marina, I just thought about this thing. Could you do, you know, you could have this kind of event in the evenings, or you could do this, or you could have a take. You know, of course, all that she has covered. I just get so passionate about thinking about all the new things that they're gonna be able to bring to the city of Regina and surrounding area. We have like way too much fun for doing work. So yeah, so many laughs that we're like crying around the work table, and maybe not getting as much stuff done when we need to, but it's, yeah, so fun.
There's been no issues working with Ferrantes or the designers at all. They're amazing people. We trust them, and yeah, trust them thoroughly.
Get lights like this or sconces which do have like a cover on them. So basically they just don't want the exposed bulb.
Yes, I can see that. So
it just means that we have to just ask.
So these
so this
ones,
is coffee area, probably.
Oh, this is coffee?
No, this
is...
these
guys coffee, and this would be deli.
Deli.
Oh, okay.
So this, I don't know which one's going to end up in the coffee area, but now that we have like our concept, these actually work really well.
Yeah. The design crew did a great job of designing, and then we made our adjustments that, you know, because they're designing for what we tell them, but that doesn't give them full insight to what we want. So after they design it, then we would help them and say, no, we would like this, this, and this. They were great, they made those changes.
A lot of our restaurant clients do have a vision, and especially when it comes to a kitchen line, on how that works. Our job is to make that happen for them.
We don't want to show them something that is way out in left field for what they could afford, right? So with a registered interior designer, that's part of our scope, is helping manage the expectation, but still meet that vision. It's just finding unique ways to still establish that, right? They have a very distinct vision of what they want, and we're here to help them get there.
They're so much fun. It's been such a great project to work on, so I'm glad that we get to spend this time with them. It's always a little sad when a project wraps up because you don't see these people as often.
You almost need an excuse, which is good. You can go there for sandwiches.
Feels nice and warm, feels fuzzy. I'm loving it. So far it's hour 4, so it feels good. It's good to get it, From spinning the wheels to actually getting some traction. Now we're in there, people are coming in, it feels fantastic. New for this business, coffee in the back. We got our girls in the back, our guys gonna be there in the back. More deli, fresh pastas, fresh, cheeses, bocconcinis. Kitchen in the back, 2 brilliant people in the back cooking up hot foods all day long, prepared foods coming from the kitchen. So we have quite a few things coming on there besides all the regular shelving stuff, fresh bread. You can lock the doors and stay here, sleep at night, you'll be okay.
I have probably been coming here for about 25 years. I think it's fantastic. Actually, it's a great addition. The amount of space they have now. I like how they've kept some of the old stuff in here. Got the pictures of Mama up there. The coffee edition and the hot sandwiches. It's a great addition. Lots more Italian shopping that you can do for different foods and antipastos, the oils, the olives, all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Just very thankful. We all made it here. We're all doing it together. We have a little bit of hiccups going on in the back, but I'm happy to get the hiccups out of the way and knowing that things can be fixed up and repaired. And looking forward to sitting there, having the deck out front, put some music on, and just having some good times in life. So I would be very happy to see everybody come down, have a look and see what they have to say, positive or negative. Just come on down, have a look at what Regina and we can offer now. So we kind of feel very, very proud of what we've done. But be critical. We got thick skins, but yeah, come on down and have a visit.
What it's like working in a family business is like making your cake and having it too, because you go home to your family, you go to work with your family, they cook you lunch, they cook you supper, they cook you lunch at work, they cook you supper at home. Then we get coworkers in and they become parasites and they want in, but then we adopt them, they become family. It's nice, it's good.
Working with my family, I don't know anything different. But what I hear is that our family connection is really solid. So I mean, going to work every day with the family is like waking up with them when I lived at their house. We just get along. We really get along. We hang out on evenings, we get together all the time. We work together and we play together. They are my life.
We laugh together, all of us having coffee. We interact together. Mistakes are made. Nobody's scolded or thrown into a tantrum, by doing stuff. So we don't have to pretend to be that way. That's who we are. So you can see that when you come in there. Me, Gino, Heather, Marina. Sometimes, the other people are in there as well. But yeah, I think it's a good environment for us.
Is there a restaurant or beverage producer you'd like to see featured on maxTV Local? Let us know at SaskTel.com/local.